Alright, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be discussing Digimon Con 2024. Now, Digimon Con 2024 was announced back in December, but we haven't had much, if any, information that was going to be at the event. We don't even know what day it's actually going to be streaming on. That leaves an awful lot up for speculation as to what we could see at this event, so I figured with this video I'll just have a bit of fun with it and just, I don't know, just list some things that I'd like to see at it, also give a little bit of criticism at the last couple of years event, and just maybe say what I probably would like to see change for this year's Digimon Con. So the first thing I want to cover is probably the thing that everyone's got to be most interested in, and that's the video game section. To be nice about it, I don't mean being very nice about it, the video game section the last couple of years has sucked ass, basically. It's been absolutely terrible. Now, first off, just to talk about like 2022 and 2023, the video game sections have been pretty lackluster in the sense that there's not been much major announcements, which I think is what we all really want at Digimon Con. It's just that everything is just gonna be like just bombarded with different announcements on different sections of the franchise that we're all kind of looking forward to. But as we generally know an awful lot going into these cons or whatever, that we know what's kind of like coming up, what bandai have scheduled for Digimon, it doesn't leave an awful lot of surprises. So I see why the video game sections have been kind of dull. Like we had the Q&A the first year around, and we had a little bit of gameplay for Survive, which with Survive already going to be coming out a couple of weeks after, we already knew so much about it already that just like it just wasn't a surprise really. And then when you go on to the Q&A I thought now was very interesting. I actually really enjoyed that bit. I just felt like it was just missing that announcement, like that big video game announcement. Even as far as like news on the new story game that I think everyone's looking forward to for so many years, we don't get a whole lot about that. Now, again, they want to push whatever game that they're talking about, so I suppose they probably announced that one way too early, which is another problem to do with Digimon that I'll get into another time. Moving on to 2023 then, there was literally we got nothing. I mean, like, we had the announcement back the previous November where they announced that Digimon World Next Door was actually going to be coming out for the Switch and Steam with some added kind of like functions or whatever to the game. But that was it. When it came to the event, it was literally just a few minutes to show off the trailer, and that was it. That was all we got. It's like, again, just where's the news? I would have liked to know if last year they had just gone into an awful lot more detail about the whole new story game and just gave us a little bit of that, like maybe an announcement of some kind to follow along with the gameplay trailer. Maybe as like a fucking, I don't know, like a surprise at the end of the trailer or something. Just something. So I'm hoping this year now, because I've been completely quiet on video games for a while now, that we are actually going to be bombarded with a lot of video game news about the new story game. So I'm hoping we get like new trailers, announcements, maybe a release date or a planned release kind of like schedule, like around spring or something next year. I would like something like that. But again, I don't know. It's Digimon Con. We can't get our hopes too high for these things. So another segment of the Digimon Con events that people kind of like, they don't get much out of, is the anime section. And it's unfortunate because that's probably one of the more important parts of Digimon to me. As much as I love the video games, the anime for me is where it started, as a lot of you guys. But yeah, it's like, the first year we only got some concept art for the new 02 movie that had been announced previously, and then there was like maybe a little bit on, I think there was a bit on like the characters themselves or whatever, but that was about it. It just went on and on and on. It was like it's too long, which is another thing. I feel like the event should not be 6-7 hours. That's insane. Like, sorry to go on a tangent here, but normally when I'm watching Digimon Con, I stream it, but it's also on at like midnight. It doesn't finish at like 6 or 7 the next morning. I usually book off work to be able to sit down and watch it and stream it and have a laugh with you guys. But damn, the event is just too long for what could be done in maybe about 2 hours max. I mean, like, they don't need that, to be honest. But then going on 2023, when we got the interview between the actresses for, was it Frontier and Ghost Game? Now, to be fair, I actually genuinely enjoyed that bit. I just feel like, again, we probably should have got something a bit different. Now, again, Digimon Con's failures is announcements in the first half of the show. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like this year, like, hopefully we get something about an anime announcement, but again, not to be like, so just while I'm editing here, I'm just after researching a little bit more, and I found out it's actually the 25th anniversary for the anime for Digimon. So this is a good thing and may also be a bad thing, just in the sense that it's great that it's 25th anniversary for the anime. They might actually do something, we might get a decent announcement for some really cool stuff like a new anime or whatever. The downside to this is I wonder, are we going to get more adventure stuff? Because look, I like adventure, I love adventure, but damn, we've had so much of it now. I feel like it's kind of overkill, and if they do it again, I don't know. Not that it's gonna make me lose any interest in any of the series anytime, but yeah, I think it can be a bit overkill. Anyways, back to the video. More adventure, not 0-2 stuff. Just give us something new and original. That's all I really want to see. I enjoy Ghost Game for what it was. As much as I complain about it, it offers some cool ideas. Like we got to see the whole branching evolutions and stuff like that. It offered a little bit more of a horror kind of theme, which is something that I've been really missing since Tamers. So yeah, I don't know. I kind of hope that we get more anime news. Not a movie necessarily. I feel like we get so much movies now. I'd love to see a series that's kind of ongoing. If we do get a movie, please, for the love of fuck, don't make it adventure, please. Then the TCG section, I mean, like, that's pretty much what it is. It's just gonna be people showcasing the cards and new sets or whatever, what they can do. That's fair enough, I don't mind that. The TCG was actually a lot of fun when I used to play it. I don't think I've played it maybe since like BT9, BT10. It's been a very, very long time. I think it was around X Antibodies when they came into it. It was a fun game. It's a great game. I'd love to see all the new stuff that they've added to it, but damn, it's just expensive to keep up with it. But yeah, no, I feel like the TCG could be decent this year, because I feel like wasn't there something about a manga, Digimon Liberator or something like that they teased? I know pretty much we're going to be getting that at this, because what other event have they got announced of that? So I mean, like, basically Digimon Liberator, they showed off some of the Digimon, some of the Digivolutions, and some of the characters. I'll put them on the screen here as we go. But basically, this is going to be a manga that I'm assuming is to tie in with the TCG. I'm looking forward to that. The mangas are genuinely, they're fairly impressive to read for Digimon. I love the artwork. I love seeing like just the goofy stories. Now, this one looks like it's going to be a lot more serious than Dreamers or, let's say, V-Tamer or one of those. They're more so kind of like, to me, almost like a Beano or Looney Tunes kind of style as far as a comic book. But yeah, I'm hoping with Liberator we see something a lot more like maybe Digimon Next or something like that. But yeah, I feel like Liberator could have some cool stuff. I also hope that it introduces a new Digivice, just as I'm going into the toy section here now. I hope Liberator offers a new Digivice or new kind of device of some kind, even an app. Which is an idea I've kind of been throwing around my head since the days of VB came out. Just the thought of like a Vpet as an app on your phone where everyone pretty much has access to it. Maybe, as much as I hate DLC, microtransactions, all that bullshit, maybe if they could just like have different eggs released every now and again as a microtransaction. But then again, if they were to delete the app, the whole thing would die, because Bandai don't believe in supporting apps for too long. Look at the VB Labs. That pretty much just got good and they just axed it straight away for the sake of an app that barely functions. But yeah, as far as the device, if they do another device and they announce one here, which I'm really hoping they do, because the devices are really sick, especially recently. Love the Digimon Color, I love the DMX. The DMX is probably my favourite device that I've played so far. Even old, like the Digivices that they've kind of remade, like the version completes and stuff, I genuinely enjoy all those. I'd love to see another device, but this time I want to see something new. I don't know, just new Digimon, new designs, a new gimmick for the device. Like, I love the dice roll or whatever that we have on the DMX, all the different X antibodies or whatever, the tournament modes. I love all these different things, but I kind of want to see something new. Like, if you look back, like at the Digimon Twin, we'd also the pendulums, the Pen X, stuff like that. They all had different gimmicks as they came out with a new device, but nowadays it feels like, I hope it's not that they've done all they can or that they feel they've done all they can. I hope that they just need a little bit of a spark of creativity again, just to kind of get back to where they were. Because I mean, like, there was a time there where Digimon literally had the ball basically when it came to the designing new Vpets or whatever. Everything was always pretty much Tamagotchi or whatever. Where it's kind of like, just feed the pet, mind the pet, kill the pet. Basically, that was it. But I don't know, Digimon kind of like to add some new gameplay mechanics when it comes to their stuff, as is Tamagotchi, you know, to be fair, the last like couple of decades. But yeah, I don't know, new device would be awesome. Hopefully we see something like that. Now, when it comes to model kits and figures, I genuinely love them. I think there's some really cool designs they have out there, But my criticism for them is it's always so centered around the anime or adventure, or mostly adventure to be fair. How many model kits of War Greymon have we seen? Like, as much as, look, War Greymon's one of my favourite Digimon, as is Adventure one of my favourite seasons, but we've been beaten with it so often now. I just want to see something new. Like, look at the X antibodies. So some really cool intricate designs there that would make for some really fun model kits if we got them. But unfortunately, I don't know, if they keep focusing on adventure like they do, we're just not going to be seeing any of this stuff. So I hope now, coming up, that with the next anime or whatever, they just kind of like step away from adventure, let it rest. Like the new 02 movie came out, let that be that, please. Don't roll it on for another series, another season, another movie, whatever. Just let that die, please. But back to figures, like I think probably my favorite thing from Digimon used to be like is pretty much anything Transformers and all that. It's like all those like kind of Digivolving figures that they used to do. Like years ago they had the Greymon, the Garurumon, stuff like that. They actually done reboots of some of them there recently as well, like the Agumon that could Digivolve to the War Greymon or whatever. I love those transforming kits or transforming figures. I really hope they do more of them. Honestly, I don't think we've gotten anything like that in a very long time. So I don't know. Hopefully we get something like that. I genuinely would love to see a lot more of those. But as much of a flop as Digimon Con can be at times, I mean, like 2023, let's face it, I mean, the last half of that was pretty good. But as much of a flop as certain segments can be, I still feel it's very important to the whole franchise. I mean, look at the amount of hype it generates just for itself as an event. But not only that, but all the attention it can bring from one part of the franchise to the next. Like, how many people are video game fans that say, oh shit, you know what, I seen this device showing off here, I'm gonna try that out and pick that up. Or, I don't know, they might get into, like, what was it, last year we got Seekers. How many people got into Seekers? I mean, wasn't for me. I don't know, I got sick of the drip feeding stuff, but I know there's a lot of people that are still really enjoying that. But yeah, I don't know, I still feel that it's pretty important, and I think it's kind of cool that like they have this one spot where every member of different parts of the franchise can all kind of get together, and we all have something to watch, we all have something to look forward to, and like that we can all kind of get introduced to these new kind of concepts or whatever from the franchise. But yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts for Digimon Con 2024. Some stuff I'd like to see at it, any criticisms on the last couple of years. I would appreciate seeing some of your kind of thoughts or any criticisms on Digimon Con. If you want to post them down in the comments, I'll be reading through them. But yeah, thanks very much for watching, and I'll leave another video on screen somewhere if you want to check that out, and I'll see you again. Bye bye.